Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Indie Shack. For this episode, I've delved into the fears of the unknown, trying to survive the terrors that awaited me throughout every corner and every decision I've made in Penstad's and Yaspri Games' early access title, World of Horror. So brace yourselves for the insanity that I've experienced by maddening rambles of eldritch knowledge. In World of Horror, you play as a randomly generated character, trying to solve 5 paranormal mysteries in Shiokawa, Japan, which are caused by the looming threat of the old gods. By solving cases by any means necessary, you're basically trying to prevent the end of the world from happening. Since this game is a roguelite, every mystery can change drastically. With this change, the world changes as well, such as riots in the streets, cut off radio communications, and tainted water being a few examples of a world going to hell. Each playthrough is slightly unique, making the game highly replayable. Since this game's setting is based on the 80s, so is the gameplay and presentation, with the entire screen being displayed by an old Macintosh computer and being played via point-and-click mechanics along with slight RPG mechanics by leveling your character and gaining new items and spells to help you on your journey. Clearly inspired by horror writers H.P. Lovecraft and Junji Ito, the game's storytelling and various enemies can be very frightening and suspenseful. Now, the game can be very challenging to newcomers, considering the fact that this took me about an hour to get a grasp of how it all works. I've either died, thrown into an insane asylum, or faced the end of the world many times because the game's UI is kinda messy and all over the place. Taking the time to understand the gameplay is highly recommended via the tutorial and the first 2 modes when first starting the game. To my understanding, as long as you have the right abilities, weapons, and keeping your stamina and reason away from 0, while keeping the doom meter away from being 100%, then you should be able to survive long enough and hopefully stop the old gods, like I miraculously did. My only complaint is that there needs to be more new cases since I've dealt with the same cases repeatedly, but I'm sure that new updates will keep me coming back more. Even though World of Horror can be confusing at first, it's becoming one of my favorite indie games this year. As a fan of the horror genre, I can recommend this game for its fantastic game design, as well as having decent scares overall. The game is currently available on PC via Steam and Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch. Thank you all for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the Perfect Glitch Gaming channel to see our latest videos.